What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I am your host and current longest reigning WWE pay-per-view champion of all time, the one you all came to see, the hot commodity, and see, and joined by my opponent and longtime co-host for tonight's Backlash. Introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Christian Morales, co-host of the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. Tonight, I'm hoping to get the win, because we're live in Puerto Rico tonight, so I'm hoping to get the win here. So we'll see, but it's kind of gonna be a predictable show.
Very, very predictable show. And while our friend Ant is not with us, he is here with us in spirit. He gave us our predictions. He had a engagement ceremony to go to, well, a party to go to. So congratulations, sir, on that. But other than that, he's going to be giving us his thoughts through chat, which we already shared with us. We're going to be letting you know. So, anyways, we are here covering WWE Backlash 2023, giving you our predictions for this pay-per-view. And it is the first time that a pay-per-view has been held inside Puerto Rico since 2005. I remember I was excited when it happened then, and I'm excited when it's happening now. Just based off of SmackDown and the crowd, it's going to be a really good crowd, and I think we're going to have a good night full of a lot of great action. So let's jump right into things. The first match I want to talk to you is a match that hasn't really had a lot of sort of storyline behind it. Omos taking on Seth freaking Rollins. The Nigerian giant pretty much just looking to destroy Seth Rollins for no particular reason. I mean, we really don't know why. Kind of like the main event with Brock and Cody. We don't really know why Brock's mad at Cody, but
That better not be the main event.
we'll talk about that. But for this one, I'll let you guys know, Ant has gone with Seth Rollins, and I agree with him. I think Seth is going to win here. There's really no reason for Omos to get a victory. I know it looks crappy for Omos to always lose all the time, but when you're competing against a person like Seth Rollins, I mean, why would you want him to lose? He is the going to be a runner-up, I believe, for the WWE World Title, and why would you have someone like that lose? So my pick is Seth Rollins. Ant is going with Seth Rollins. How about you, Christian? Who do you think is going to win?
Also going with Seth. I am also going with Seth freaking Rollins. Like you mentioned, there's no reason for Omos to win. This is just going to be momentum. For Night of Champions, Seth Rollins, I think, will be the one to win the world or the new World Heavyweight Championship. So I think Seth Rollins takes the win. I just don't understand this match. So
I agree. There's like been really legit no reason or like
there's been no promos, nothing building up, leading up to it. So
nothing. But okay, so we all think Seth is going to win that one. Pretty good opinion there. Our next match, we have the WWE United States Championship on the line with the champion Austin Theory defending against the colossal Bronson Reed and the almighty Bobby Lashley, two big powerhouses gunning after the United States title. Austin Theory has had many odds before. He's defending it. I'm assuming, if I'm correct, he defended it at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Um, he defeated John Cena. He's defeated people before in a triple threat match. Can this be another defeat for Theory? I'm going to ask you, who do you think is going to win this match?
hmm.
Because this is a new. The other thing too is that the only person that doesn't really stand in my eyes in terms of the draft, Bronson Reed got drafted to Raw. Raw already has the Intercontinental title. So in my eyes, if you're going to keep the U.S. title on SmackDown, only Bobby or Theory can get the victory here. But what do you think?
This is really hard. This is probably the only match on the card that I'm not 100% sure about. Um, but I think Bobby Lashley wins.
Oh,
Um, I think he it's time for him to go back to that dominant Bobby Lashley, and I think they can do something else with Theory. I'm tired of seeing Theory as United States champion. He's done what he's wrestled against Cena. He's done what he wanted to do. I think it's time for Bobby Lashley to win the world championship, or not the world championship, excuse me, the United States championship. Maybe Theory could make a run in the world title tournament. Who knows? But my pick's Bobby Lashley.
okay, respect. I listen. I love Bobby Lashley. Cheap promo. We're gonna be having a Broken Skull Sessions recap of Bobby Lashley drop in a couple of months, month or two. But anyways, I love learning about him. He's a great guy and a great athlete. But the only thing that I'm thinking about is why would you have Theory beat Cena to then lose. You build all this momentum for what? I hear what you're saying, he got, but like the only thing he's got so far is a win over Cena at Mania. You know, he hasn't really done anything in terms of like look at the Miz, look at Dolph Ziggler. Some of their title reigns have been really impressive. Theory's reign hasn't really done anything yet. Partly to blame him, you know, but also I think that the competitors that he's had. But I do think this is going to be a good match. I think Theory is going to walk out retaining the title because again, like I love Bobby Lashley, but why are you going to have him Theory beat John Cena to lose to Lashley a month later? Um, also, Ant thinks that Theory is going to retain the title as well. So I don't know. You might beat us there. You Bobby
We'll
Lashley.
see. We'll see. It's gonna be interesting.
And we can't forget Bronson Reed. I mean, I know that he doesn't, really, it doesn't seem like he's standing a chance at winning, but you never know with WWE. You can expect the unexpected. So, but I think Ant and I are going with Theory, and you're going with Lashley. Okay, next we have a match that's going to be kind of confusing. The Raw Women's Championship on the line. The champion, the EST, Bianca Belair, defending against the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky, who of course will probably have damage control with her. Both of these women have been drafted to SmackDown, so whoever wins, they're gonna swap the title when Raw the night after, well, in 2 nights. So, this match, Io Sky won a fatal four-way, I think, or a triple threat to get an opportunity to take on Bianca Belair. Storyline seems to be that Bailey has been kind of wanting to take control of damage control, and Io kind of wants to break free. It seems like both of these women have fought each other at NXT and have had good matches against each other, but Io hasn't really been doing anything on her own. Do you think it's time for Io to shine? Also, Bianca Belair will be the longest reigning women's champion in the modern era, tying with Becky Lynch after tonight if she retains. So a lot at stake here. I think Bianca Belair is going to retain tonight. I don't see why she's going to lose. I like Io Sky, but there's really no sort of importance behind Io winning unless they want to do a huge big deal of the draft and a new face as champion. But with WWE, I don't think they're going to do that. What do you think?
Yep, they're not gonna do that. Bianca Belair, they're not gonna. They're. I don't want to get too ahead, but they're not gonna. No one's gonna lose her championship tonight. So Bianca Belair for the win.
Okay.
Uh, she she still had with her going on SmackDown. It's gonna create a bigger opportunity, bigger matches. Unfortunately, Io Sky is just not the one to do it.
Okay, respect. I hear you. Respect on that. Yeah, and I think Ant's on the same page with us. He thinks Bianca Belair is going to beat Io Sky. I think they're going to have a really good match. But again, I think that something's going to happen. Some kind of conflict is going to cost Io the match. Speaking of conflict, this match has conflict written all over it. The Bloodline taking on the undisputed tag team champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and their partner Matt Riddle. These guys have been going at it since Mania. We just saw this past Friday on SmackDown Solo pretty much telling the Usos, guys, you need to do your part in this match. I'm going to ask you, which team do you think is going to leave Backlash winners? I mean, it looks like the Kevin Owens Sammy storyline with the Bloodlines ending soon. Who do you think is going to win in this one?
Calling a solo Sokola turn on the bloodline winners, Matt Riddle and Kevin Owens and Zayn.
You think he's going to turn? You think he's going to turn tonight?
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay. 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 And yeah, we all agree. We think the Bloodline's gonna lose, and I don't.
That means if that is somehow if the main event, I think Bad Bunny and Priest should be the main event. But if that is somehow the main event, hell yeah, Solo's turning.
I see what you're saying because why would they have that unless they're gonna do? I have a feeling Bad Bunny should be the main event. They're in his home state, home territory, whatever you want to call it. Um,
And Priest is also like his parents are from there too. So
Yep. So why? I mean, they'd be dumb not to. Speaking of people being from Puerto Rico, our next match is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Zelina Vega challenging the champion, the Nightmare Rhea Ripley, for the title. Lately, Zelina Vega has been able to sort of like get the best of Rhea. Rhea was able to, get a little bit of her advantage. But do you really think Rhea is going to lose her title here to the Puerto Rican La Reina? Or Vega, or do you think the Nightmare is going to continue ruling over, well, Raw, but as the Raw Women's Champion? Because remember, Rhea Ripley was drafted to Raw this past week. So, what do you think is going to happen here? Do you think Puerto Rico is going to get a new champion?
Nope. As much as I love Zelina Vega, I'm rooting for her tonight because she is Puerto Rican. Um, so I love her. Um, but again, mommy ain't losing that title that easy, especially when she just won it. She just ain't losing to Zelina. I love Zelina. Again, I'll be rooting for her tonight because we're both Puerto Rican, but she is not gonna win.
Yeah, I'm a big Zelina Vega fan. I'm like obsessed with her. I'm always, tweeting at her. She's seen my stuff on Instagram. I have to say that because it makes me feel better. But I feel like, again, what is the point? I said this earlier with Austin Theory. Why have Rhea Ripley gain all this momentum just to lose it the next month later? Again, if this was after the draft, I can understand them doing crazy stuff. But with the draft happening, we're getting all new storylines this Monday on Raw. I feel like they're just going to have her retain. I do think this is a great opportunity, though, for Zelina to show off her impressive side because we haven't really seen much of her in the ring. But I do know that she's a great competitor. I think she'll bring out the best in each other. I think Zelina and Rhea will bring out the best in each other. But I do agree with you. I think Rhea is going to win it, and thinks Rhea is going to retain as well. All right. So these two matches are next. I'm gonna say this match next, even though I don't think this is gonna. I feel like this one might be the main event, but I hope it's for your sake because we're representing Puerto Rico. I'll go with the other one. We're gonna talk about this one though. Brock Lesnar, the Beast, taking on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. The night after WrestleMania, Cody was looking for some help against the Bloodline. Called in Brock Lesnar and learned that Brock Lesnar doesn't want to help him. Brock laid out Cody Rhodes. We don't know why he attacked Cody Rhodes so viciously the way he did. However, Cody was able to get an ounce of sort of comeback by being able to punch Brock in the face, causing him to bleed. And Cody wants to end the story and make his way at the world title. To do that, he has to go through the gatekeeper, and that is Brock Lesnar. Um, Ant thinks that Brock is going to win this one. Who do you think is winning this one?
I think Cody's winning this one. They're not. They already killed his momentum at WrestleMania. They can't do that shit again against Brock Lesnar. Hell no. I think Cody. It's gonna be him and Seth for that title for sure.
My
But
question for you, not to cut you off, I do want to ask
go
you,
ahead.
as you think about it though, can't they explain it by saying that it is Brock, that he's beaten guys like Undertaker, he's beaten Triple.
I think Brock's done after this match.
Okay.
That's why I think Seth or Cody's winning. So I think Brock's done. When he declared as a free agent, he's done. He's doing his little appearances. Um, and again, I just don't think they're gonna kill Cody's momentum again. So if he loses tonight, his momentum's done. He shouldn't even think about going for a world title.
But do you think Vince is trying, like, not Vince Triple H? I mean, question for you. You know how, like, Hulk Hogan had the whole, like, eat your vitamins, say your prayers, never give up. John Cena, never give up, you know?
Right.
You think they're trying to give us a champion who has lost and overcome all the odds and had to go through Brock Lesnar and still lost and
I
still
can see that. You know what? I can see that.
have a feeling like I can see them doing like, oh, and he lost to Brock and it's okay. I'm gonna get back up and I'm gonna go after the title. My question is, and I said this, I was talking to Ant earlier too, not Ant that does the podcast, but another Ant, um, about this. And it's a regular singles match. There's no disqual. It's not like a no DQ match. So what if there's a disqualification? Like Brock doesn't necessarily have to lose and get pinned,
I
Cody
agree.
will win. So with that in mind, I'm gonna say Cody. With that in mind, I think it's gonna be some kind of like disqualification. I think Brock is gonna lose his cool and just like hurt Cody. That way Brock loses and doesn't look bad, and Cody wins and is able to say, I withstood all of this and now I'm going up. Because his whole gimmick has been like, look at his Hell in a Cell match. He fought with the broken, whatever the fuck it was, torn pec. His whole gimmick is overcoming all the odds. So, but back to you. You're still rocking with Cody?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Yeah. And Ant's rocking with Brock Lesnar. So you and I are that's the one match that everybody's separate on. Also, another match is the triple threat, but we'll talk about that later. So here's a match that should be the main event because both of these men come from Puerto Rico. It is a San Juan street fight. Damian Priest taking on worldwide global sensation superstar Bad Bunny. We saw these two guys compete at WrestleMania a couple of years ago as a tag team after Bad Bunny came to the defense of Rey Mysterio. Judgment Day and Damian Priest decided to put their hands on Bad Bunny. Damian Priest choke slamming Bad Bunny through the announce table. Bad Bunny made his comeback with a kendo stick and made the challenge to Damian Priest. Friends no more, enemies for life, it seems like. Bad Bunny had a good outing at WrestleMania, but can he really beat a man like Damian Priest? I'm going to ask you, Christian, who do you think is leaving San Juan the winner here?
Damian Priest is leaving San Juan, the winner.
Really?
As much as Bad Bunny is my favorite artist, as much as I love Bad Bunny, fuck, I love Bad Bunny to death. He's my favorite artist. But just like that one kid said, on for SmackDown, Bad Bunny no pelea. Bad Bunny can't fight. So, I think Damian Priest is gonna destroy him. Sadly,
But what if now remember, obviously, Judgment Day and LWO are going to play a role in this.
absolutely.
I mean, do you don't think there's any way that Bad Bunny could find a way to go over and pin him? Not necessarily saying that Bad Bunny, because if you think about it on SmackDown, um, you know, they did kind of get their like little like comeuppance at the end, but Judgment Day still look good over LWO. I mean, do you really want? What do you think? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you really think it's going to be Priest, that's cool. But I just feel like they're
I
going to
think.
leave the fans unhappy there if they do that.
Well, this is a hard one.
Yeah,
Now that you put it that way,
because you got to think too. Like also, it's kind of like the whole Mike Tyson factor. All these people, like even my good friend, that I work with, she's a huge Bad Bunny fan, and she's like, when is he fighting? He's gonna be on
yeah,
Peacock.
my mom's fighting. My mom's watching it.
Like I mean, there you go. Like I mean, so exactly. So it's like it would be great for him to lose, but when you have a celebrity who's not going to really make a lot, like more than like one appearance, it's better sometimes for them to win because you don't know if you'll get them again. But I mean, what do you think? I mean, if you think Priest is going to be, I mean, it
I
wouldn't.
agree. I agree. But I'm this pick's gonna bite me in the ass. I feel, but I'm still gonna go Damian Priest.
Okay, respect. Damian Priest is the Punisher, so why not? I also think, well, I don't think this, but Ant thinks Bad Bunny is going to win as well. So what's funny here is you and I think that Cody is going to beat Brock. And so that's one that we agree with. We all think that Rhea is going to beat Zelina. We all think that the Bloodline is going to lose tonight. We all think Bianca is going to defeat Io Sky. You and I think Theory is going to win in the triple threat, but you think the Almighty One is going to win the title. We all think Seth Rollins is going to win. And in terms of the main event, and I think Bad Bunny is going to win, and you think Damian Priest. So, man, you have a chance here. But I don't know. I'm looking to keep this title, man. I mean, your chance here would be, I guess, would be the Damian Priest one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Priest and the triple threats. I mean, those two ones, man, those are the ones you gotta watch for, man. I gotta look out. I hold on to this belt. I take it with me. But listen, we are cutting it short. I want to thank you guys for checking out our predictions. We are posting this really late. I'm sorry, crazy chaotic day. But it's gonna be a great show. The environment's gonna be great. The crowd's gonna be huge. We're gonna be live in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I'm excited. We're gonna be representing my man Christian's culture, so I'm excited about that. Tropical Hideaway, San Juan, gonna do it good. And after this, we got Night of Champions. We got a whole new thing with the draft coming up, so whole new storylines. But to wrap up WrestleMania, we got a first hit backlash. So thank you guys for tuning in. Stay safe, stay uncensored, and enjoy Backlash. Bye, y'all.